Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, I'm your host, Mrs. M. And if you haven't, make sure you click the link below. That way you can subscribe to my channel and not miss out on anything you need to scale your business to six figures and beyond using government contracts. Yes! Pow! Hello there. So I'm so excited. I want to talk about what you need to do to become a 9-to-5 millionaire. Now, I know that I've spoken quite a bit about different types of contracts, but this is what I want to focus on. So if you're working a 9-to-5 and you want to eventually leave your job, but not yet, but you still want to get into government contracts, it's easy to do. And this is something that you can do right now while you're still working a 9-to-5. So let's say you're doing real estate. I know my background was accounting. And I actually did a really great job. And so I knew that I've been doing this for a while and I wanted to offer that to the government. How and what do I need to do to go about that? So there's basically three main areas when you're looking for contracts. One is expiring contracts, contracts that are getting ready to expire. And there's various websites you can go to find expiring contracts. I'll put a link in the description. That way you actually have the downloadable link that will give you what you need to do to find expiring contracts. The next is all about forecasts. What is coming up? And that may be 2 or 3 years out. So this will give you a really jump start on what's being forecast, the budget, how much, the years, what agency. The third thing is when you go to sam.gov. Now I hear a lot of people say by the time it's hit the RFP, that's request for proposal, request for quote, it's too late. But I'm here to tell you, I know personally individuals that have gone into sam.gov, and those are the current ones. That means they're actively looking for someone. So current sam.gov, if you're looking for something that is expiring so that way you can get on top of it, let's say it's expiring December 2022, you can start reaching out, or if you feel that's too far, too close to it, you might find something that's expiring February 10th, 2023. And you want to reach out because you know it's going to expire. Normally, it's going to have the contracting officer, the email, and the phone number. Depending on if you feel comfortable with your introduction, your elevator pitch, you might be able to just give them a call and just say, hey, and give them your elevator pitch. But remember, the one thing you want to look at is what is the thing that you're going to offer that's going to make you stand out. Work on that, practice that, do it with your voice recording, whatever you need, so that when you call them, you're not like stumbling and you've got it just smooth and it's laid out. So, current contract, sam.gov. Expiring contract, I'm going to put the link so that way you can go right to the one website that I highly recommend for expiring contracts. And any contracts that are being forecast, it's like acquisition.gov. I'm going to put that link in there for you as well. All of these will be available for you so that way you can look at them and decide. Now, once you've decided, then we want to look at what is going to be your offer. What are you currently doing that you can offer the government that's going to make the difference, that's going to make you that money while you're still doing it? Number two, then we want to look at the agency. Narrow down what the agency is. You can easily figure that out by going on usaspending.gov. usaspending.gov. It'll be in the link description as well. They will tell you who's spending, what's spending, all of that information. So you can kind of narrow it down and see where they're spending it and what's it look like. And that is up to and including if you're looking at doing disaster relief contracts, or if you're looking at doing contracts which are sources sought. That means that they're reaching out to see if there's 2 or more agencies, like they say the rule of 2, if there's 2 or more agencies that are looking to bid. So there's so many different things you can do. Expiring contracts are on current contracts, you're looking on sam.gov, you're looking for expiring contracts, and then forecasts. Those are the 3 things. What are you offering? Figure out who the agency is that you want to market to. The third thing is, do you want to go with a proposal, or do you want to do like a non-bid? Do you want to just do whether it be a micro purchase or SAP? So once you figure out which is going to be the best, then you decide on how are you going to get in touch with that officer or with that agency. So that's all about the introduction letter. Or do you want to go as a subcontractor? So you can look at who's winning. Then there's a lot of platforms that will tell you who is winning contracts, where they're winning. You can use that under usaspending.gov. It is a wealth of information. And then once you see that, you can actually contract the subcontractor. Now, if you want to come and be a prime and you're still working a 9 to 5, you can do that. Depending on what industry will depend upon if you're going to have to give 75% or if you're going to only give 25% or 50%. And that also has a lot to do with if you're certified. If you're certified and you find another woman-owned small business like you, I am quite sure they'd be happy to help assist you build a teamship, build a partnership. And sometimes, depending on the certs and depending on the type of contracts there are, that means that there's a percentage that you only have to do. And that is dependent upon the type of contract. So don't let people say, oh, you can do this, you can't do that. It depends on the type of contract. That will determine the type of industry. If it's a certified contract, if it's another woman-owned business you're looking to do business with, those are all the areas you want to make sure you check out before you know if you can do it 100%, if you can't, if you do the middleman strategy. All of that is to be determined. But in the meantime, you're working your 9 to 5, you are an accountant, and you want to leave eventually. And you know that the government is really searching for someone that can do what you're doing. As they say, do the damn thing. If that's the case, then make sure you have your offer, you know exactly what you're offering them, you know who is going to be interested in buying it, what agency, and then you look at if you want to move towards a proposal or not. The next move to the relationships to determine what do you need to do to get them to know you. So that way, simply making a phone call may work, depending on how you present it. And that's where your elevator pitch and your introduction levers. There's some agencies that have capability briefings. That means they're ready to set up a briefing with you, like a Zoom call, where you can put your capability briefing, which is kind of like you're on a PowerPoint, what your capability statement is, and they can see what your stuff is. Once all this goes into place and they're interested, then you know you have your offer, the buyer. You've got whether you want to move with the proposal or do a no bid. And then you look at building the relationship once you've decided that, so you can reach out to them, which is going to help. And you can look at landing, securing a contract. So you are able to literally become a millionaire, and you may do a 3-year goal or 2-year goal, depending on how aggressive you are, where you can literally work your job. You could be a real estate, you could be an accountant, so many things while you're still working your 9 to 5, and you may want to use that for retirement and then ease your way on out, and next thing you know, you're there. So if you'd like to know more, then make sure you click to register for my free workshop. I love to share that with you, all about all the things you need to do, whether or not you're just getting started or you've been in the game for a while. Love to see you there. Click the link. And if you are working a 9 to 5 and you love what you do, but you want to set yourself up for millions of dollars through the years, this is not something you can do it overnight. You definitely want to set it up. But there's all kinds of contracts out there. There's contracts that are continued, called pool contracts, where it's continually added. So like a GSA for federal, pool contract may be used for your state. So there's a lot of things you can do where you can stay on your 9 to 5 and prepare for your future. If you'd like to know more, make sure you click the link to register for the free workshop. Look forward to seeing you there. Space is limited. So until next time, be safe and take care. Bye-bye.